right, guys, we back with another one, and today we got to talk about Steven Jackson going in on Jordan Poole while praising Lonnie Walker. Now, this was after Game 4 when the Lakers took a commanding 3-1 lead. The Warriors have since cut into that, and it's 3-2, so a lot's going to be resting on Game 6 tomorrow night, but Steven Jackson leaned all the way in on Jordan Poole and his pouting and everything that he was displaying earlier in this series. And he played a little bit more energy yesterday. Now, he wasn't efficient, but he did bring a little more energy to the team. And check out what Steven Jackson had to say.
Stack, what did you make of Lonnie Walker? Because it's one thing to sort of get that opportunity. We see it in the playoffs all the time, right? A guy that hasn't gotten a lot of runs suddenly gets out there. But it's one thing to get the chance. It's another thing to be ready enough to take it.
You got to salute him for staying ready. You know, being a young guy, not getting constant minutes, it can be frustrating. I've been in that position. When I first got to San Antonio, playing, not playing, and being on the injury list, just sitting at the end of that bench, knowing you deserve to be on that court, it could be frustrating, and it could kill your mental. Where when you do get a chance, you can be out there pouting like somebody on Golden State is doing. But we talking about Lonnie right now. Lonnie he took advantage of his time. He went out there and stayed ready, and that, you know, they got the line, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. He's a perfect example of that. But somebody on Golden State team is doing exactly the opposite of what he's doing. Jordan Poole, he been pouting the whole series. When they first went small and they didn't start him, he had a little funky attitude and showed up to the game with his energy was piss poor. His energy on defense, the way he was guarding people, the shots he was taking, it was just horrible. And with the Lakers win the championship, they definitely need to give Jordan Poole the ring because he's definitely contributed to this series for them winning. And
Steven Jackson.
You got to give a lot of credit to the Lakers defense, of course. You know what I'm saying? Like AD, the way he's been clogging up the paint, the way he stepped up on the D. They could talk about him showing up the even games, not showing up the odd games, or whatever it is. But he showed up defensively every game this series, and that's what's been the difference. They're not really talking about that. They're just worried about his offense. But even though they live and die rage by those threes, they got to be smart on some of them. Some of them just too outrageous when they at the key moments of this game. You know, if you look at the finals last year and the Western Conference Finals last year, they was taking those same shots rates, but they wasn't as erratic. They wasn't falling out of bounds. They were probably from some of them was the same range, but they were good looks. They wasn't 7-footers flying at them and contesting those shots. So they got to look at their shot selection too, because a lot of those shots were just crazy.
And I think that's a pretty fair assessment. Now, Steven Jackson spoke to when he was in San Antonio, and he knows it could be tough when you feel like you need to be out there on the court. But when you get out there, you have to provide a lift for your team. You can't pout about it. And then I saw where Jordan Poole in his press conference said that something about opportunity. Or no. Matter of fact, that was when they went in the locker room and spoke to him. And he was talking about opportunity. This is the one where all the teammates was looking at him in the locker room and waiting to see what he was going to say, and they was listening because it seems like they was on his head before the media came in. And Jordan Poole spoke about, you know, he won't get an opportunity, whereas Steph Curry, all these guys are being professional about it. Obviously, there's some internal conversations we aren't privy to, but they're being professional about how they're handling him. And he's a bench player making $150 million. Just go out there and produce, you know what I'm saying, or find other ways to contribute. Your opportunity may not come. What are you going to do on the days where you get 4 shots? How are you going to contribute to winning? Because that's what they're paying you for at this point. They're paying you to make winning plays. Yes, they love your offense, but that was just, you know, the one thing that highlighted, you know, the reason they wanted to bring you back. But they paid you because they saw more in you on both ends eventually. So I don't know, man. I agree with Steven Jackson's take on this. You got to get out there and provide a lift to the team, man. But I want to know what you guys think in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, peace.